Well, good morning and welcome to Lee's Kitchen once again. Happy Sunday to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending where you are in the world. I mean, what a blessed day to be woke up to a beautiful morning, beautiful afternoon. It's so wonderful. Um, Today I'm going to do a little something different, and I was in the mood to make one of my homemade pizza pies. So I thought I'll share with you guys how I make my pizza. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need. Okay, of course we're going to need our flour. We're going to need some bacon, and this is a non-yeast uh, dough. So you don't need yeast and rise and all that other stuff. This is just a quick, easy crust to make for your pizza. Of course, like I said, you need bacon powder, some salt, olive oil, some sugar, some water, your pizza sauce. Of course, I buy it Chef Boyardee type style pizza sauce. Of course, you're going to need some onions. I like sliced tomatoes, some mushrooms. We're going to use mozzarella cheese, and we're also going to use Parmesan cheese. And you're going to need sausage. And of course, I use buttered Crisco. The reason why I'm using buttered Crisco is what I use to coat my pan with. So right now, you can see that I got my starting up my sausage. I want to get my ingredients, this part of my ingredients all set up. So it's, pretty much ready to go when I get my crust all done. Then all I have to do is throw it all together. Makes sense, right? I hope so. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing good, doing okay. You're stocked up for all the stuff that you might need or whatever, what have you. Please make sure to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Follow me on the Lee Lewis Show as well as the Real News Live. And I also been putting my recipes on YouTube under the Lee Lewis Show as well. So I've been slowly putting them in there. So if you miss how I do something, or you come in like a lot of you guys do, and then sometimes you don't get the notifications or whatever that I'm putting this on live or whatever. You can always go back. So don't feel bad or don't. And if a lot of you know, I usually mess up when I'm saying one thing, but I'm doing another. So, pretty much it's easy. It's an easy recipe. I'm sure a lot of you already know how to make up your own pizza and all that stuff. It's pretty easy. And the reason why I'm doing my onions with my sausage stuff, because I want it pretty well more cooked up than what it would do in the oven. Okay, so we're going to put our onions in there, and I'm also going to add my mushrooms as well. So I'm going to put my mushrooms in there because I want them all fried up together. I want all that flavor in. So when I, set it out on my pizza pie and everything, it's going to be really, 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 really good. So I'm looking forward to having this with you guys. Definitely join you guys' company. Thank you for coming in and checking out what I have to offer, what I have to cook. I've been getting so many wonderful comments, people messaging my page and everything. Definitely thank you so much. Oh, don't that look good? Probably going to be a lot more than I really wanted. You know me, I cook for an army, and I still haven't learned how to cook for just one. But of course, this pizza, I'm not going to eat it all at one time. I'll have a couple pieces here and there, and pretty much that'll be it. So right now, I'm just going to get this here going, and then we're going to get the pie crust going. Because this won't take long at all to cook up. Just want to get some of the bigger clumps out of there. time I think I got them all, there's one always like to linger, you know. All right, so while that's cooking up, I'm gonna prep my pizza pan. And like I said, I like to use the Butter Crisco. One, it gives the crust that little extra, because sometimes people just put regular butter or maybe just, you know, put a little bit of oil in. So what I do is I put it on a paper towel, and then I just get it all smeared in there around the edges and all that. So one, of course, you know, it don't stick, hopefully not. And then the other, like I said, it gives that crust, it'll give that little bit of a buttery bottom taste. That's why I do it like that. Okay, so now we got our crust done up. So we get some of this stuff out of our way while we're doing all this, right? Let me move this so I don't spill it. So now, you know what? I didn't put a bowl out. Ay. So we're gonna move that out of the way. So I've got to get a bowl for my crust. There we go. But if you have any recipes you want me to share with you guys, any ideas on different foods or whatever, you want me to try out, I would love to. And like I said, a lot of times what I do is I always like to make a, you know, kind of like my own little twist to things. It might say one thing, but I'll do it another. And don't forget, let's have our coffee together, you guys. I know I'm drinking out of a different cup, but go to our store, you guys. If you get a chance, go into the store. Our store has all kinds of merchandise. You're gonna love it. Just even to go check it out. And let us know when you checked it out too, okay? All right, now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our crust. Okay, so we need 1 1/3 cups of it. You can use all-purpose flour, plain flour, you know, any of the above. So let's get my measuring cups out here. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I had an accident the other day off my scooter and everything, and it was a mess. But I'm all right. The soreness is pretty well going away. I'm still a little sore, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. So there's 1, and then we need 1/3. And 1/3. All right, so that's our flour. And like I said, I got to keep an eye on the stuff here. I don't want to burn it. I don't want it overcooked, but I want it cooked enough because it's going to go in the oven. I'm talking about the oven. We got to preheat our oven to, I think, yeah, 480. And I hit the start button. Here we go. All right, so now, preheat it. Okay, we're going to place all our dry ingredients in. So we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda, or I'm sorry, baking powder. Okay, so we need 2 of these. That's going to help the dough rise while it's in the oven. Okay. I like to move stuff out of the way once I use it. That way I'm not like second guess myself. Did I put that in there? Okay, so we need 3/4 salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this and not fill it all the way up. There we go. And then we need sugar. So we need 3/4 of the sugar. I'm going to do the same thing here. Oops. There we go. There we go. That helps the crust brown. So then we're going to grab a spoon. I'm going to give this a swish. Swish it around. That's why I always say swish, because all you're doing is swishing it around, mixing it up. Okay? Make sure all those dry ingredients are all mixed well. Okay, so now we need 2 teaspoons of olive oil. 1, 2. And we need a 1/2 cup of cold tap water. Okay? Pretty simple to make the crust. And then we're going to give that a swish. Get that all the flour mixed up in that. You can use your blender or your, if you have one of those KitchenAid things, so it can form a nice ball. I don't have one, so I gotta do everything by hand. Let's give this a check here, make sure everything looking good. Oh, it smells good. Smelling good, you guys. I was listening to my gospel music this morning when I got up and everything, and having a good time. I'm doing good and doing good spirits and stuff. Oh, you know what? We need a flour back over here. We need, well, what we'll do is we'll place this, throw that back in the sink, throw these in the sink, get them out of my way, because we're going to need to flour the table. We're going to have to roll it out a little bit. Okay? All right. So, the reason why I did that too is so I can get flour in my hands, so I can knead the bread together. Yeah, like I said, I was in the mood for pizza today. I don't know why. I was like, you know what? I want pizza. I want pizza. You get like that, don't you? You get like really getting the urging for something to eat, something different. I might need a little bit of more water. I might have put too much flour in it. Because it's not sticky. Or maybe it's not supposed to be sticky, right? Yeah, actually it came out pretty good. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of like folding it in. It's hard on my hands though, but you know. And I just remembered, I don't have to flour because we're going to put this right onto the cookie sheet. This is that type of dough. You don't have to do that. We're going to just get it into a nice ball. So it's all sealed together. And then we're going to put it in our cookie sheet. Okay, so what I end up doing, I cut it off and I end up making a double batch. because I knew as soon as I was getting it on there, it was for like a smaller pizza. I'm actually doing like a large pizza, and I should have doubled my recipe. So what I did real quick was I went ahead and doubled up my recipe so I can get this all on here on my cookie sheet. So right now what we're doing is we're just kind of getting it spread out as much as possible, okay, to the edge to make a crust. So you want to kind of work your dough, and of course it's rough on the hands. If you got arthritis like I do in my hands, it's really, getting really bad. But we're getting there. So anyway, right now all I'm doing is I'm working my crust, so it's all onto the edge of my pan. Okay. I mean, if I want to go drive someplace, I can get me a pizza. I can't get pizza delivered to my location where I'm at. So if I really want a pizza, and I like my pizzas only because, that's one nice thing about having your own pizzas and stuff. You can make it your pizza, It just takes a little time and effort. Not effort, but, it takes a little minute or two, to go ahead and, of course, it seems like it's longer when I'm videotaping because it seems like it's a half hour, but because I have to, I'm explaining. But I mean, if you just got out there and pretty much just made your own, it wouldn't take you as long as it would take me. So what I'm doing is I'm building an edge, kind of making making it like a little, see here, trying to make it so it's like up a little bit, so my sauce and everything will stay into the pan. Okay. Making a crust. This is gonna be good. And one nice thing about it is you make it the way you like it. You put your own ingredients in. You can put pepperoni on there. You can put your, slices of ham or anchovies if you like anchovies. I don't like anchovies, sorry. Can't handle them. I mean, you do whatever you like. I'm going to put sliced tomatoes on mine because I like sliced tomatoes. Fresh, it's all fresh. I know it's fresh because I'm making it fresh. Okay, so here I am. I'm just finishing up making my edge for my crust. So my sauce has a place to lay without spilling over. There. Don't that look beautiful? See, it's all set up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our pizza sauce on. Kind of going to give that a little stir, a swoosh, and we're going to put that on there. I like a lot of sauce. My cat's being a butt over there today. There we go. Looking good, guys, looking good. I think that's going to be about enough sauce for it. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting it all the way around my edges because I want my sauce up on my edge. Okay. Like so. We got our pizza sauce on there. Alright. Then we're going to put our mixture on there. This is sausage, mushrooms, and onions. Okay? And lots of it. That's one thing you could skip on it, or like, your local pizza joints, they don't, they just put in, everything's weighed out. A lot of it is weighed out. Me, I want a pizza. I want everything. I want it thick. I want it with all bunch of stuff on it. Actually, I actually made just enough. There, I'm just going to throw it all on there. There we go. Then we're going to lay that down on there. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put my fresh cut tomatoes on there. All right. And then we're just going to place them around. Some of you guys are probably saying, "Ooh, yuck," whatever. I'm telling you what, if you haven't had sliced tomatoes on your pizza, try it. It is delicious. And plus, when it cooks, it'll be cooking on there. Okay? There we go. So now we got my tomatoes on there. Is that looking good so far? Huh? Is that looking good? Okay, where's my rag? Here it is. Had to find my rag. My tomatoes on it. Now, we're going to put mozzarella. I have a little bit left in this bag. I'm going to use this up. And I'm just going to dump it right in the center there. And then I got this other bag of mozzarella. Kind of give that a little bit of, see where I'm at with it. Because I think I'm going to use it all. I'm not sure. Because I'm going to use Parmesan on top because it's going to make my crust on the top. Because I like to have a little cheese crust on top. There we go. There we go. Boy, I'll tell you. Looking good, you guys. Looking good. If I didn't have to cook it, I would eat it right now. Yeah, you know, and you know what's nice about all this too is that, you know, life gives us this opportunity and chance, you know, to create your own creation. You know, this is my creation. It's mine, you know. But everybody's welcome to use it. Now we're going to put some, like I said, I'm going to put a nice layer of mozzarella, or Parmesan on top of this. And what Parmesan does, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, Parmesan actually makes it kind of crust. It makes a cheesy crust. So anytime you want a cheesy crust on top of stuff, all you got to do is put Parmesan. I could be wrong, but that's the way I noticed it. That's the way I've always done it. So here we got our pizza. What do you think, you guys? Don't that look beautiful? Look at that. Isn't that great? So we're going to put this in the oven. I'm going to cook it. I don't know how long. Probably about 15 minutes maybe. Because it's so thick and everything. I want to make sure it, you know, it really gets cooked up. I will check the bottom of the pan or lift the crust up a little bit and see if it's pretty well done up. And I want to make sure everything on top is melted as well. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, if I can get myself out of here, put it in the oven. Of course, my oven's at 450 degrees, you guys. And you're gonna put this right in the center of the rack, and we're gonna let that cook. So while that's cooking, of course, it'll be at a snap. It'll be longer for me, but it's shorter for you. I'm gonna clean up my mess, and once I get the pizza out, let it cool down a little bit, and I'll cut up some pieces up, and I will tease you how it tastes. But God bless you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. And don't forget to, you know, let's pray for the people that need praying for. We got a lot of issues out there, a lot of problems, and there needs to be a lot of prayers to some of these well, everybody, for our nation, for our God and everything. We need to pray and have God in our hearts and God in our souls. You know, it's just, it worrisome. But I'm wanting to bring you guys this beautiful meal. I hope you like it. Don't forget, check out our store. Check out our merchandise and stuff we got in there. Just look at it if you want to. Just, see what we got. Christmas is coming up. So, be some neat Christmas gifts for you guys. For maybe some family members. Maybe somebody watches the show or whatever and want to send them a surprise gift. Say, hey, this is from the Lee Lewis show that you watch, or Real News Live show that you watch. So definitely, get out there and check it out. And don't forget, we're also raising money to help Thanksgiving for the families to be fed. We're in dire need of a lot more help. We have not even reached close enough to our goal yet. I don't even think we're even halfway there. I think we're only a quarter way up there. So definitely, if you possibly can help us out, go to the Real News Live, hit the donation page there, and it'll be there for you if you want, even $3. I mean, if everybody keeps giving $3 or, $10 or whatever, it would be graciously appreciated and would be a blessing and will be a help. So God bless you. I'll be right back. I shouldn't say leaving because I'll be right back. You got to see me eat this pizza. Well, just like that, we're back. Now, don't this look delicious? Can you see it? It's just the right texture. Like I said, the Parmesan cheese that I like to use, I use and stuff, it holds everything inside. It keeps everything together and gives it this beautiful outer layer crust as a cheese, and locks in all the flavor, I should say. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's the way I like it, and that's the way I was always taught. Everything looks good. The crust looks beautiful. And it looks completely done. Oh my God. Yes. Now we need a pizza cutter. Our handy dandy pizza cutter, right? Now let's cut into this sucker, because I'm hungry. All right. Oh my God. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells delicious. Out of this world. I hope I cooked it enough. Kind of juicy, looks like. I'm just going to take a little sliver here. Where's my spatula? Oh my God, that looks good, you guys. Oh my God, it looks good. Use another little sliver there so I can pull it right out of there. Oops, still stuck there. It's so thick. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be just like a meal. Just one slice itself. It's gonna be just like a meal. There we go. And the crust is done all the way through. Oh my God, it looks delicious. And you know what? I think I'm gonna grab a fork. Let you see the inside of it. Turn it around a little bit there. Okay. I'll be right back. I've got to grab me a fork. I'm always forgetting something, Always forgetting something, you guys. I'll tell you what, if my brain wasn't attached, I think I'll lose that somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? Hope you guys don't mind. I'm in my Christmas shorts. They're comfortable. Leave me alone. All right, here we go. And I'm still drinking my coffee and everything. And I don't think I'm recorded. Yeah, I am. Got to watch these cameras. Some reason these cameras don't want to keep things recording and everything like that. I don't understand why. So we're going to cut into this like so. The smells, the flavor. Oh, look at that cheese. Now this is the part where I teach you guys and tell you how wonderful it is. You guys got to make this so it's so smell. And like I said, I use whole tomatoes, stuff like that, and it really brings out a lot of the flavor. And like I said, I coated my pan with butter Crisco. That way it gives the crust itself a little bit of a buttery taste to it. So let's see how it is. That's good. Make it. I'm telling you what, you won't go wrong. We gotta have another bite. Like I said, I'm hungry. Worked all day and everything, doing some odds and ends, and made me hungry. Got some tomato right there. Oh, gotta move it out of the way a little bit so you can see. I mean, don't that look wonderful, you guys? Yeah, take a moment and, like I said, making your own stuff like this. Now, this will last me a few days. I'll have it for lunch. I'm having it for lunch. I'm going to have it for dinner, probably for breakfast tomorrow morning. If anybody stops by, of course, I'll offer them a piece, because that's the way I am. I like to offer and like to help out as much as possible. Now that's a piece of pie. Made here in Lee's Kitchen. You guys can't go wrong. Try it out. Doubling up the pizza dough was perfect. Made a nice crust. Pizza dough was easy to make. For a small pizza, it was a cup and a third of flour. What was it? 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 3/4 a teaspoon of sugar. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And a half a cup of water. Mix that all together. Now, if you want a big one like mine, double the recipe. Then you get that all formed out on your pan. Make sure you grease your pan really good with whatever you like. Like I said, I love butter Crisco. I love it. I browned up some sausage, and I added my mushrooms, and I added my onions. Cooked that all together in there. Then of course, when I did my pie, I put my pizza sauce on there. Put my ingredients on there, my sausage, onions, and peppers. And I also, and then I took and sliced up some tomatoes, put those on there. And then I put my mozzarella cheese on there, Parmesan cheese on there. Baked it in at 480 degree oven. It took about 15 minutes, the most. And you get a wonderful pie like this. Try it out, you guys. You believe me, this is delicious. Making it like that, plump with all the ingredients and stuff, homemade. And it's just great. You guys got to try it. So please remember, you guys, to pray and to for all the people that are sick and the people who are in the hospital or having a hard time. Depression, anxiety, and stuff like that is it is up there with a lot of people. I went through it myself there for a little while, but I'm better now. I'm doing really good. I try to keep myself busy as much as possible. But let's pray for those people. Let's pray for a speedy recovery and let's pray for our country to get it back on the right track and everything, and you know, try not to be ugly to other people, because what you do will reflect on you for the rest of your life. Believe me, I know. I have done some bad things. I've done stuff I regret. I've done stuff that I wish I could just turn the clock back around and just redo them. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. So once you have done something or did something, or hurt other people or whatever, you can never get that back, and then it's hard. But always remember to have faith and have God in your heart, and let's pray. Let's pray for good things to happen. So, but we're going to continue talking. We can talk about anything you want after this, any topics, whatever. I'll be glad to help you out. What I don't know, Chris knows. So all you have to do is go to Chris' channel on the Real News Live, and at nighttime he has this show, and definitely talk with him, and have conversations. But we'll continue talking. So I'm going to shut up on this so I can talk to you live. Love yous. God bless.